Okay, we're going to do a short demonstration today using the Axe-FXII digital modeling preamp and 3 power amplifiers. We're using the BGW solid-state power amp, the Fryette 252 EL34 based power amp, and the prototype of our new LX2 single-space 40 watt per channel tube power amp with 6 L6s, and it's got a dual mode switch for full range flat response, and the other mode, which is enhanced mode, which switches it to the traditional voicing of our other power amps. The BGW is a very flat, high-powered linear solid-state power amp, and the modeling companies generally recommend using a neutral power amp because the models will, in theory, produce all of the harmonics and the tonal qualities of the modeled amps and cabinets in the unit. We're going to test that theory. So we're going to start with the BGW. Okay, now we're going to switch to the LX2. And now back to the solid-state power amp. And back to the LX2. Okay, so you can see that we have pretty much similar kind of a frequency response between the two. The LX2 sounds a little more lively, which is natural not because of tube coloring, but because the amplifier is actually operated at a different impedance. The tube power amp is running at the 16 ohm load that the speakers require, and the BGW is also running at 16 ohms, but because it's a solid state power amp, its output impedance is a lot lower, which tightens up the speaker response a little bit. Therefore, the extra openness and harmonic balance that you're hearing on the tube power amp is a function of the impedance, not tube distortion. This is a very high power amp. It's very clean, so we're not hearing any distortion. And we're playing at a low volume here, so we're not even getting anywhere near clipping on the tube power amp. So what you're hearing is just frequency response and dynamic range. Now, I'm going to play on the LX2 in the flat mode one more time, and then we're going to switch to the 252. Okay, so now what you're hearing is the voicing of the EL34s in the 252, which is set not flat. The presence is up a little bit, the depth is up a little bit, and you're hearing that little bit of a mid-range bark of the 34s. Now the enhanced mode on the LX2 is designed to help our power amps create more of that tube quality that you're hearing in the 252. It's not going to be the same because they have different power tubes, but the idea is when you're not using the LX2 with a modeling preamp, you may be using it for slaving ahead with a tube preamp or a variety of other input sources. So we're going to listen to the LX2 flat, and then I'm going to switch it to enhance, and then we're going to switch back to the 252. Okay, so I played through the LX2 flat, switched it to enhanced, and then went to the 252. So you can hear that now the LX2 has more of a traditional guitar power amp voicing. Doesn't sound exactly like the 252. It won't, because the 252 has a little bit more power and it has EL34. So naturally, it's going to have a slightly different harmonic balance. But you get the idea. And that's our demonstration for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.